Hey, beautiful people, welcome to Free Yourself Fridays.
Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima. I'm just stopping in for today's Free Yourself Friday session just to give you guys an opportunity to gain some insight into the energies that we may be having to navigate through for the weekend ahead. I hope everybody's having an awesome day today. BTW, if you're not having such a great day today, do just try to let the energy dissipate. Okay, guys? It's not as serious as it may look right now. So do just give yourself an opportunity to navigate through the process of whatever is playing up on your anxiety and worry. Okay? So without further ado, we're just going to go and get straight into the Moon Watch forecast for today. To see what's actually transpiring for us today, guys. So we do actually have the moon in Virgo today, but the moon does actually also go into Libra at 2020 today. So at 8:20 this evening, the moon's actually going to be going into Libra. So whilst the moon is currently in Virgo, as I mentioned to you guys before, Virgo is a mutable sign. It's very adaptable, all about changing. And the changes will only come through communication. The changes will only come through open dialogue, because the, I guess, planet that is ruled, that Venus is, the planet that Virgo is ruled by, thank you guys, I went into thought, sorry, my apologies. The planet that Virgo is ruled by is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So that's really what Spirit is trying to give us an opportunity to do. So considering that Virgo is our 6th house, guys, if any of you guys are dealing with any issues with debts, now is the time to effectively communicate with those, I guess, people, with the bailiffs, with the actual government bodies, whoever it is, the official bodies that are responsible for some of the debts that you're tied into. Because I can see that beneath the surface, it is something that's causing a lot of worry. It is something that's causing a lot of anxiety, and it's going to show up just to kind of remind you that it's still there. And it's still something that you need to work on, because you haven't quite learned your lesson with this particular situation just yet. And until you do better, you won't be in a position to be able to experience better. So definitely try to have some open dialogue. I know it may be scary. I know you may be nervous as heavens to navigate through the process, but do just try your best to stand up and speak up for yourself, so that you can see more about your own power in the dynamics of this situation, because you created it, which means that you can also dissipate it. You know, it's just going to take you some time to be able to navigate through the process of it. Okay, beloved? So when we're speaking about 6th house energy, we're talking about debts in our employment. We're talking about challenges or opposition to the things that we're trying to do, look forward to, create, which is why it's important to be able to have that open dialogue. That way, as we try to navigate through the process moving forward, even if these things show up, at least you're not sort of at the peril of these things. You can kind of feel like, okay, I am the victor of my experience. I don't have to sort of live in fear of this situation any longer. When the moon does actually go into Libra later today, at 8:20, that is actually the vibration that's going to be triggered. So that worry and anxiety is also actually going to lead into fear by 8:20 this evening. So do just bear that in mind as you navigate through the process of what you're going through. The organs that are being impacted by today's moon transit, as I mentioned yesterday, are the pancreas, small intestines, digestive tract as well. And this is giving us an opportunity to go through that solar plexus activation. But as we go through the solar plexus activation, we also have to understand and understand what entities may lie within the solar plexus that we still haven't processed. So these entities may be low vibrational shadows within our ability to feel like we are in control of the situation when it comes to our debts. And it may also just give you an opportunity to understand your power in the space, versus understanding that you are at somebody else's, I guess, mercy with the situation, because that's not necessarily the case. That's just a story you tell yourself based on the victim perspective that you're looking at it from, because you're the person that's actually being forced, you're being pressured, to be able to stand up into the vibration of your potential. And just like a diamond in the rough, God has to put you under pressure so that you can understand all that you are capable of, so that you can activate your light, so that the world can see your beauty as a result, so that you can understand the levels to your beauty as a result. Okay, beloved, so we're going to go ahead and get straight into the cards for us for the energies of today, just so that we can actually close out the space with a nice little insight for us, guys. So what is the divine guidance spirit for my life warriors for today, Friday the 25th of October? Okay, so in the past you've been dealing with anxiety, okay, and that is something that has kind of boiled over coming into today's space. But in the present of today, you realize that you do have a community, you realize that you do have a team, you realize that there are people around you that can help you, and it really is just a case of you having those types of conversations with those people to be able to assist you working through some of the things that you're anxious and worried about. Okay, and if you're able to do so, beloveds, moving forward, you will find yourself at a place of indecision, because you will be, trying to figure out, okay, where do I go from here? But that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? Because beneath that indecisiveness, it's an opportunity for you to let go of being all tied up by your circumstances of debts, okay? Debt doesn't have to only be financial, it could also be energetic. So you may have favors that you owe others that you're concerned about, having to pay up eventually. But that indecisiveness, trust me, it will give you an opportunity to break free from some of the things that you are actually worried about. So just give yourself an opportunity to sit with your options. And I can see that there may be some connections as well that may be getting disconnected, I guess, in the process of what you're navigating through. So like I said, debts doesn't only have to be finances, it could also be energetic. So there may be some communication with loved ones that may not necessarily go the very best today, or over the course of the weekend, but it is ultimately to give us an opportunity to learn how to be a lot more patient with the process. So try not to just, go through a process of cutting something off without actually giving it time to navigate through the process. And one thing I've learned with patience as I navigate through the process with spirit, patience isn't, okay, God, I'm going to wait until next week for you to do this for me. It doesn't quite work like that. You wait until the required time, which is your perfect timing, which is the time when things have fallen into alignment for you, which is when the planetary alignments are in your favor. So patience, beloved. What is the divine guidance for my life warriors for today, Friday the 25th of October? What do they need to know, spirit? Okay. Patience, guys. Patience. What do they need to be patient about? Okay. Patient about the things that are manifesting. Patient about the finances. Patient about the way that you're manifesting your financial opportunities. Okay. And that will give you an opportunity to really just see that you are looking at maybe one avenue when spirit had so many doors waiting for you to actually just tap into for your betterment. Okay, so some of the things that you are having to be patient for is 1, self-love. Okay, self-love, because we've got heart chakra activation. It's taking place, so maybe you're having to wait for the other person to be able to come to realization about how much they love you deeply. And it also is showing that though they love you, they're confused themselves, or you may be the one feeling confused about your love for someone. But if you practice again your self-love, it will give you an opportunity to clear the fog of some of the things that you are worried about, some of the things that you are anxious about, navigating through the process of this situation, because there are alternative possibilities. But first you have to be open and willing to see them versus you actually physically seeing them, because you have to shift your vibration for it to come into manifestation, and that's when you'll physically see it. Okay, beloveds. I hope that was useful for you guys. As per usual, beloveds, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely be sure to check out the link in my bio. As I say, umpteenth time now, you guys could probably like recite this part of the actual videos to me. But yeah, just check out the link in my bio. You can connect with me on all my other social media channels, connect with me for personal reading, mentorship sessions, and you can also utilize that to just, I guess, vibe with my tribe, you know? But that's it from me, beloveds. I will see you guys in the next video. Ashe, and God bless. Until then. Mwah.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.